Hello student, today I'm going to start part B of your syllabus. The book name is Indian Economic Development and this is chapter 4. Topic name is Indian Economic on the Eve of Independence. Okay? First of all, you understand the construction of your paper. Okay? Your economics paper is divided into two parts, part A and part B. Okay? 40 marks was asked from part A, introductory macroeconomics, and 40 marks will asked from Indian economic development. This is the book name, Indian economic development. Okay, and if you talk about the syllabus, so the there is not mentioned the chapters, it is given unit wise. Okay, so this is your first unit. Okay, so from this first unit 12 marks will be asked. Okay, and this first unit is related to 1 to 6 chapter. Okay student, 1 to 6 chapter. Okay, so I think you now you can understand we had completed the first unit of macroeconomics, national income and related aggregate. From this chapter 10 marks question will be asked. Okay, and today I'm going to start this part B. Yeah, the name of this part B is Indian economic development and we are going to start the first unit. Okay, and the first chapter. Okay, let me start. So, Indian economy on the eve of independence. This is the chapter first. Okay, Indian economy on the eve of independence. When you learn this chapter, you are able to understand two things. Okay, that is given in your NCERT book. First thing, you become familiar with the state of Indian economy in 1947 when we got our freedom. So which type of India, yeah, what was the condition of India at the time of 1947, that is explained here. Okay, second thing, we are able to know कि when you learn the state of India on the eve of 1947, yeah, independence. Eve means evening. Okay, on the evening of independence. So which type of India we get, first we come to know about it, and second, what are the reasons behind it. Okay, so we will understand the factor that lead the underdevelopment and stagnation of Indian economy. So which type of India we got from Britishers? We got underdeveloped and stagnation, yeah, stagnate economy. Okay, so we will learn here first of all कि we get underdeveloped and stagnate economy and what are the reason behind it. So the whole chapter is having two major learning objective. Okay, when you learn this chapter, you are able to understand two things: which type of India we are having. So we are having underdeveloped and stagnate economy. Okay, on the eve of independence. Okay, and what are the reasons, what were the reasons behind it, we will learn it in detail here. Okay, now student, here I had quoted this quotation of Victor Alexander. Okay, this line is from your NCERT book. Okay, so he has given this statement that India is the pivot of our empire. If the empire lose any other part of its dominance, we can survive, but we lose India, the sun of our empire will have set. So you can understand how much India had importance for Britishers. Okay, so why Victor Alexander had written this statement: the sun of our empire will have set if we lose India. So because India, कि before the British rule, okay, yeah, at the mid of the 18th century, India is known as a golden bird. Golden sparrow means India is known as a सोने की चिड़िया. Okay, India is known as a land of golden sparrow, or it is known as a golden bird. Okay, first this name was given by Romans. Okay, so why the India that is called the golden bird till the 80th century? Now, when Britishers left our country, it became stagnated and backward. So what they had done, how a country who that is very prosperous, that is very self-reliant, that converted, that turned into a backward economy, a stagnant economy. So here we are going to learn it. Okay, so here you can see the introduction. So British ruled over about for about 200 years, and they had done excessive exploitation. Because of that, the India that is known as a golden bird, now it is turned into a backward and stagnated economy because of this excessive exploitation. Okay, whom they had done exploitation of what? Indian resources. Okay, they uses this resources for whom? They uses this resources for their own interest, means their own prosperity. Okay, and in this way India become backward, dependent and disintegrated economy. Okay, so India that is too much prosperous, too much self-reliant before the arrival of Britishers. When they came India, they ruled here around 200 years. Then because of their excessive exploitation of natural resources, and they uses these resources, they exploit, excessive exploitation means they uses our resources, our land, our trees, our capital for uh, for the prosperity of British people, not for India. Okay, so in this way they uses Indian resources as a raw material for their industry. They made finished good with the help of Indian raw material. They converted into finished good, and they came back with their finished good and sell into India. In this way, and there are many other reasons, in this way India is turned into a backward economy. Okay, and before that it is known as a golden bird. And who had told golden bird? The first this name was given by Romans. Okay, student, so Romans are the first who given this nickname to India. Sone ki chidiya are land of golden sparrow. Okay, and one more interesting thing I come to know, that gold was first found in our country. Okay, the gold was first found in our country, and that is why there is too much availability of raw material, there is too much availability of precious stones. That is why all the whole world consider us as our land as a golden bird. Okay, but because of Britishers and their exploitative rules and regulations, India become a backward economy. So in this chapter you are going to learn how it happened. Okay, so here I had a piece of extract from your NCRT book that tell us the condition of agriculture during pre-British period. Yeah, pre-British India means when there is no rule of Britishers are not ruling us. Before that, what was the condition of agriculture? Okay, I had told you, India is known as a golden bird. So uh, I had used this extract for my support of my statement. Okay, here you can see French traveler Bernier described 17th century Bengal. You learn these lines. Okay, in one way he has told that Bengal is richer than Egypt. He told that Bengal, only one part of India, that is richer than Egypt, it is known as it's for its prosperity. Okay, but Bernier told that Bengal is more richer in compared to Egypt. So this statement tells us that our India is too much prosperous, too much self-reliant. Okay, but before the pre-British period. Okay, now in this chapter we are going to learn, matlab this chapter we are going to learn in subheadings, and there are total 8 headings. Okay, we are going to learn our Indian economy, its condition, uh, under 8 headings. Okay, so let me start. Indian economy on the eve of independence. So Indian economy was a backward in every respect. Indian economy was backward in every respect. How? So we are going to learn it in under the 8 headings. Okay, or I'm using more and more again and again backward and stagnated. So backward means uh, if if anyone is having less progress than the normal condition, then it is known as a backward. Okay, if you are not, suppose if you are getting very less marks, you are not able to pass, yeah, you are only pass, so what, there your marks are very poor. So in this way, same way, if our economy is performing in every sector very poorly, okay, it is not in 2 digit number, it is 1% or 2%, then we see, and we say that this economy is a backward economy. Okay, same way stagnant is stagnant term means no current, no flow. Okay, uh, if a person is fainted means मूर्छित हो, कोई ऐसे ही पड़ा हो, तो in this case we use the term stagnant. Okay, but in economics stagnant means if a economy in an economy economic growth is less than 3, or it is between 2 to 3%, or less than 3%, then this type of economy is considered as a stagnant economy. Okay, so backward means we are performing very poorly in all the sector. Okay, stagnant means our growth rate, our production in every field is only less than, yeah, between 2 to 3%. Okay, so what is the term backward and stagnated? I think you are able to understand. Okay, let me start our, in this video I'm only going to introduce you how and what are the content of this chapter, what you are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so this Indian economy on the eve of independence, we are going to learn it, okay, in 8 headings. So first is economic development. The first topic is economic development, and keyword I had written every time keyword. What is keyword? What type of economic development we are having at the time of 1947? Very low level. Okay, so which type of economic development we are having? Low level of economic development. Which type of low level of economic development? Why we are saying low level? So when we measure the development of a country, if we want to judge the development of a country, we always consider two things. Okay, first is national income and second is per capita income. So I think you had now know what is national income. National income is net money value of all final goods and services produced by normal residents of a country during an accounting year. Okay, so when there is low level of national income and per capita income, so we are going to say now that our economic development is very low. So why we are saying? Because our national income is, its growth rate is less than 2%. Okay, student, and our per capita income, its growth rate is only 0.5%, only 0.5%. Okay, so in this way we can say कि our economic development was very low that time. Okay, now we are going to learn it in all things in detail. Okay, but here I'm just going to give you introduction. In the second heading we are going to learn about the condition of agriculture sector. Okay, so for the agriculture sector we can use keyword backward. So which type of what was the condition of agriculture sector? Agriculture sector was too much backward at that time. At the eve of independence, our agriculture sector was too much backward. Okay, so reason I had written, first reason is land settlement system and zamindari system. So I think there are too much movie about this system. Okay, and a very famous Mother India. Very famous movie is Mother India of Sanjay Dutt. Okay, Lagan. Okay, and, of Amir Khan. So I will give you proper explanation when I'm going to explain agriculture sector. But here, which type of agriculture sector we are having on the eve of independence? Backward. Agriculture sector was backward, and basic reason is land settlement system, means zamindari system, and second thing is traditional farming. Okay, we are doing farming with the traditional way. We are not having any modern equipment. We are not using any scientific way of farming that time. That is the reason. Because of that, agriculture sector was too much backward. Okay, third heading we are going to learn industrial sector. It is also very backward and in poor state. So when we are going to define in one line, so we can write Indian industrial sector was backward and in poor state on the eve of independence. Why? So reason, there are many reasons, but major reason is deindustrialization policy of Britishers. What is deindustrialization? So we are going to learn when I'm going to give detail of each topic. Okay, so I think you are able to understand this chapter. We are going to learn within 8 heading. First heading is economic development. Here we are going to learn about the low level of NI and low level of per capita income. Our national income, its growth rate is less than 2%, and our per capita income's growth rate is only 0.5. Okay, so when I'm going to explain it, we are going to learn it in detail. Agriculture sector, in one line, agriculture sector was backward. Why it is backward? Because of land settlement system and because of traditional farming. Okay, industrial sector, it was backward and in poor state because of major reason is deindustrialization. Okay, student. Now, fourth heading is foreign trade. Fourth heading is foreign trade. Foreign trade, you know now, when a country having trading relationship with other country, this is known as a foreign trade, means export and import. We are talking about export and import when a country is not a closed economy, it is an open economy, it is having trading relationship, it purchases some goods, it sells some goods. So this is known as it is related to foreign trade. Okay, now keyword for the foreign trade. When India got its independence, that time India had become net exporter of raw material. Net exporter of raw material means we are only selling raw materials. What we are selling? We are selling raw materials, and every time the price of raw material is not going to be high, beta. If you are going to purchase rice, okay, so its price is low. But if you are going to if you are going to purchase biryani, yeah, if you are going to purchase pizza, okay, if you are going to purchase potato, and if you are going to purchase packet of chips, so which price is going to be high? Obviously chips na, or pizza ya biryani. Okay, so in this way you can understand it is not good for us. India had become net exporter of raw materials, raw jute, raw silk, okay, etc. And we are become net importer. Sorry, here I had written wrong, so correct it. I hai, this is I. So we become net importer of British finished good. So one thing, we sell our raw materials to Britishers, mostly to Britishers, and Britishers use this raw material and made finished good, and again come back and sell these finished good to India at a very high price. They purchase raw material at very low price and they sell their finished good in India with high price. So in this is the condition of our foreign trade on the eve of independence. Okay, student, and why we are having such condition? Okay, because of monopoly control of British rule. You know now, that time government of India is not ruling our country. That time who is governing body? Britishers. Okay, so British crown is the governing body that time. That is why obviously they are going to make rule and regulation in their own favor, not in favor of Indian people. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, monopoly means, monopoly you know na, monopoly term, mono matlab singer, poly means seller. So here is the monopoly control of British rule. So that is why we become the next exporter of raw material and net importer of British finished good. Okay, so this is the condition of foreign trade on the eve of independence. Okay, next heading that we learn in detail will be infrastructure. Okay, so infrastructure, in just one line we can write infrastructure is very poor, was very poor. Why was very poor? Okay, first of all, what is the meaning of infrastructure? What do you mean by infrastructure? So infrastructure means it is related to social factor, and it is related to beta social factors and economical factor. Social factor means nursing, housing, okay, and economical factor means transportation, power supply, and basic amenities like road, dam, electricity. Okay, so this is the infrastructure. So infrastructure means availability of school, college, road, electricity, flyover, dam. Okay, so all these things that is important for the industrial development, that is considered as infrastructure. Okay, so that condition means availability of these things, economical and social factor is very poor at that time. Okay, what is the reason? Whatever one more thing, infrastructure is not at the level of zero. Okay, but it is at very marginal level, it is not sufficient for Indian people. Whatever infrastructure that time in India we found, that is only for Britishers. Okay, Britishers, whatever they had made uh, infrastructural development in India, that is only to fulfill their two motive. First is to get raw material from source of origin, okay, and to sell British finished good to the interior of country, means to expand their market, to expand their market size, okay, and to get raw material at least price. Okay, student, so for that only they had done the work of infrastructure. Whatever development is done by Britishers, road, uh, introduction of railway, these are the things, are port, these are things only done by Britishers because of two purpose. First, to get raw material at least price, okay, and second thing, to expand their market size. They are able to sell, if there will be road, then only they are able to sell their product to interior area of our country. Or if there will be railway in Mizoram, in Sikkim, then only they are able to get spices and other things, okay, from source of origin, and they can sell their product also in interior area. So because of these two purpose, they have whatever infrastructures we found that time, that is because of these two purpose. Okay, but the condition is not sufficient, it is, the condition is very poor. Okay, now next is occupational structure. So what do you mean by this term occupational structure? Occupation means what? Occupation means work, work, okay, working. It is related to distribution of workforce. Okay, so occupation means in simple we ask now, what is your occupation? So I am a businessman, I am a teacher, someone say that I am a doctor. So occupation is related to way of earning. Okay, so that time occupational structure is which type? We found predominance of agriculture sector. Why we are saying that predominance of agriculture sector? Because 72.7% people are engaged in agriculture sector. Okay, and after that we are not able to fulfill our basic requirement of food grain. Why? Because we are having subsistence farming. Okay, and in this way, in one word we can say our occupational structure stated that our economy is agrarian economy, means mostly people are dependent upon agriculture for getting money. Okay, so main occupation of that time people was agriculture farming. Okay, and the farming is which type? Subsistence type, means they are only able to produce according to their need, they are not able to produce more than their need. So we will learn it in detail. Okay, now the seven heading will be demographic profile. Okay, so here we are going to first learn about these terms. What is the meaning of birth rate, death rate, low literacy rate, life expectancy. Okay, so that time there is very high birth rate, death rate, that is stated that our there is a there is massive poverty, that is stated. Okay, because of too much poorness there is high birth rate and there is high death rate. Okay, low literacy rate, that time only 16% people were literate. And what is the meaning of literacy? Literacy means only if a person is able to read and write, that is considered as a literate. And that time only 16% people are only literate. It means in 100 only 16 are able to read and write. We are not talking about elementary education, we are not talking about higher education, educated people, only literate people, means who can read and write. So only there, that time only 16% people are literate. So you can understand what was the condition of our country. Okay, now uh, during the British time there is population census first time in 1872, and regular population census is conducted from 1881. So we will learn in detail. Okay, now 1921 regarded as a year of great divide. It is very important question for your board examination. Actually this topic is very important, it is having lot of 1 marks question. Okay, so year of great divide, I will explain. Okay, now last point what we are going to learn in this chapter: positive contribution of British rule. Okay, from the beginning I'm telling you India, that was golden bird, that is known as a golden bird, that is the land of golden sparrow. Now that turned after British rule as a poor economy, as a backward economy, as a stagnant economy. Because stagnant economy, why? Because only our growth rate is less than 2%. Okay, that is why we are using this term stagnated economy. Backward because every sphere of economy we are using backward technology, there is no modernization. Okay, so but still if anything is having negative side, so but it is also having positive side. Okay, so कहा जाता है ना एक सिक्का दोनों पहलुए रखता है, दोनों पहलू होते हैं. तो सेम वे द ब्रिटिशर्स ऑल्सो they have done lot of exploitation of our country, but still there are some positive things. Okay, so we will, there are many things, but two thing I had written here. Effective administration, we learn from the Britishers how to do effective administration. Law and order, judiciary system, whatever you found in India na, that is given by Britishers. Okay, we learn from Britishers how to do effective administration. Okay, and one more important thing ki before the British rule we are having barter system. Barter system means when there is commodity for commodity, means I'm having wheat, you are having rice. If we are able to fulfill our requirement, then we can exchange goods. Okay, so goods for goods, barter system. Okay, so before the British rule we are having barter system. There is not use of money, but Britishers introduces monetary system of exchange properly. Okay, so that is a big contribution. Okay, and there are many more like introduction of railway. Okay, check on famine because of introduction of railway. So in this way, in the whole chapter we are going to learn about Indian economy condition on the basis of these 8 points. Okay, okay student, so in the next video I will give you proper explanation of each topic. Okay, now one thing is remaining: historical event that changed the our destiny of nation. So how Britishers started to rule over our country. So the Battle of Plassey, that is 1757, led the foundation of the British Empire in India. The control of Indian economy came in the hand of the East India Company. After the revolution of 1857, the rule was transferred from East India Company to British Crown, who continued the colonial rule from nearly 200 years till the India gained independence on August 15, 1947. So there is a brief introduction how we are dependent, self-dependent, how we become colonial. Okay, so colonialism, here is given the meaning of colonialism, refers to a system of relation between two countries of which one is ruler and other one is ruler and other is control over the political and economical life of subjugated country. So colony is India and ruler country is Britain. So whatever rule and regulation is made by the Britishers, Indian people have to follow. This is the meaning of colonialism. Okay, so how this is started, how we become the part of British Empire. It's beginning from the Battle of Plassey after the revolution of 1857. The Indian that rule was transferred from East India to British Crown. Already you had learned these topic in your SS3. Okay, okay. In the next video, I will give you detail of each and every topic that I had explained here. Those eight topic. Okay. Thank you, student.